For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Bossman Show, folks. We've got a special guest coming up for you now on a Bossman Show Extra. Coach Rick Byrd of the Belmont Bruins. Coach, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I can't complain. First off, I wanted to congratulate you on reaching 750 wins. I believe it was this last Thursday, a week ago, sir.
Well, thanks. That's a lot of years, a lot of players, and they don't celebrate all those losses that go with it, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, we tend not to look at the L's too much, but that's a lot of wins, Coach, and I just want to pick your brain a little bit. You know, with that many wins, what do you feel has been the secret to your success as a head coach?
Well, you know, that's probably for other people to decide. Here's what I think has been important to us here at Belmont, and I've been here 31 years, and I think the choices that we've made, that our staff has made, and the people that we recruit, the young men, the character that they have, and just choosing guys that fit the style not only the style of basketball we play, but also young men that fit. I oftentimes just try to say our basketball players would have chosen Belmont University to go to school if they weren't athletes. And there's a lot of that kind of thing is overlooked. So we've had great retention rate in the state of transfers. We've had, I think, one player leave the program in the last 15 years for any reason. We've had 15 straight years of team GPA over 3.0 and lots of academic All-Americans. And so just having quality kids that are coachable and unselfish is probably the single thing I would say has helped us gain success.
Over such a long period of time, and having coached in many different generations, many different types of players, how important has it been to have continuity with your approach, yet still changing with the times and changing with the way that the game is played and how athletic the players have become? How do you balance those two things out?
You know, it happens so slowly over the course of that many years that you change incrementally. For example, I can't tell you when we first started setting ball screens like everybody in all kinds of basketball do, because when I first started coaching, there were very few ball screens set at all. But they're so hard to guard that you have to do it. And so, you know, probably 10 or 12 years ago, we started throwing a few in, and now it's not as big a part of our offense as it is some places, but it's still an important part of it. You know, I don't think I've changed much in terms of the kind of players that we look for. We recruit skilled players. We recruit guys that can shoot it, guys that understand the game, can pass the ball. And so we've played a lot of 4 out, 1 in, tried to find a big man that could score it inside and put 4 shooters around him. That part hasn't changed. And I don't think the kids have changed. At least the ones that I've been lucky enough to coach are still solid citizens, guys that want to get their degree, guys that treat people the right way, that say yes sir and no sir. So that's been a big plus. I don't think I could still be doing it, trying to coach problem guys.
Well, Coach, your team is having a great season, and coming up this Saturday, you're going to try to extend that 3-game win streak as you play TCU this Saturday. What do you hope to accomplish as you creep into this OVC tournament play?
Yeah, well, we're fortunate that we've locked down the regular season championship and the number 1 seed in the tournament, which gets us a double bye. So this game is critical in the sense of we have to have it to, for any reason, we're going to be in the same place next Friday night when we play our first game in the LVC tournament. But it's senior day, it's homecoming here at Belmont. There's guys playing their last home game is a big deal, and it's a crosstown rival that's a very good team, and you just want to win that game. If you threw everything else out and say nothing mattered but the 40 minutes we're going to play Saturday, it would be a big deal.
Well, you can tell a lot, in my estimation, about a team and how they play in games like this. Do you take pride in your work? Do you take pride in your craft? Regardless of the outcome, you're going to be in the same place next Friday, as you stated. How do the guys come out? And I have a feeling that your team's going to come out the way they do every night for a game and prepared and play as hard as they do, regardless of what the ramifications are down the line. Am I correct in assuming that?
Well, we'll find out Saturday afternoon, I guess. But I think that's a pretty good bet because this team's been better at that. I would say of our 15 OVC games, there's one game that we didn't show up like we're supposed to show up. And that doesn't mean the other 15 or 14 were equal. That's just not going to happen in a long season in any kind of team anywhere. You can talk about NBA, NFL, the Big Ten, the SEC. You look at the results there, and sometimes you scratch your head and say, how can you lose to this team and then beat this team? But this our team this year has shown a lot of maturity, and we've played pretty solid basketball since 2017 came around. So I do think it will play hard. Tennessee State's very good, and they've got a lot of quality wins this year. And I thought going into January they were actually the best team in the OVC, and they had a little bit of a lull in January. But I think they're back, and it's going to be a hard-fought, tough win.
You're listening to Belmont Bruins head coach Rick Byrd on the Bossman Show. Coach, my next question for you is a simple one. This season, what's been the biggest surprise to you from your team?
I think, well, first of all, our record's a surprise to me. We've lost 5 games, and with the schedule we had and the places we had to go on the road, we started off at Vanderbilt, we had to go to Florida, we had to go to Rhode Island. We played at Pepperdine, we played at Milwaukee, we had tons of road games. We played a very good Middle Tennessee State team at our place and got beat. But there just were a lot of losses looming before the OVC even started. And as you can see, if you look at the OVC standings, there's a lot of people capable of beating everybody. And for us to only have 1 loss in that league is a surprise to me. The other part is, I don't know about a surprise because we really talked about it, but the thing that has made us better this year over the past 2 or 3 is that we're a much better defensive team and we're a much better rebounding team. And those were 2 critical goals for us, and our players understood that, and they practiced that way and they played that way, and it's just it's made a big difference. We're pretty offensive minded lots of times. I'm pretty offensive minded, and we just had to get better on the other end.
Well, Coach, earlier in the program we had on Kyle Schwartz from the OVC, and he in talking about the conference, specifically with basketball, as you alluded to, there's been a lot of competition within the OVC this year, and he made the point that it helps the league when the lower tier teams are able to compete more regularly with the top tier teams and vice versa. That scenario helps out the entire league, and I wonder if you share that same opinion.
Well, it'd be okay with me if everybody was bad but us, but I don't think that's going to happen,
Now I know how you got to 750 wins.
Well, how many of those 750 wins could anybody name was against really good competition, really bad? All people know would be 750. And when you win 20 games in a year, you won 20 games in a year. And some people play much tougher schedules and win 15, and they're actually a much better team. So the bottom line's the bottom line. But I don't think there's any question. I think our league, from the bottom up, has improved dramatically over the last 3 or 4 years. We've had some really good top teams. We had a couple of really good teams the first 2 years we were in OVC. Murray State then had a great team that we were able to upset in the championship game 2 years ago. But those years, the 7 through 12 were not nearly as good as they are now.
Now, Coach, to that end, I'm seeing predictions out there for March Madness that have the Bruins getting a 13 seed. Have you talked with the team at all about the big dance? Is it something that comes up? How do you deal with that type of situation?
No, I have talked a little bit about as we clinch the conference championship, or we're getting close to it, that not only did we just want to keep winning games and playing well and improving, because that's just the goal, but it would help our seed in any tournament we get into. If we don't win the OVC tournament, then we're going to be in the NIT, and the NIT seeds teams as well. And if we're good enough to be a top 4 seed, we get a home game. They're just so. We want to be the best seed we can be in whichever tournament we end up in, and that's good enough reason. But talking about, not really. It's just better to focus on the very next game, and after the game Saturday, then we won't know who we play until 24 hours before we play it or less. But we'll prepare our team during the week to play as good as we can next weekend.
Earlier in the interview, Coach, we talked about some of the changes that have come about on the court throughout the course of your career, and I'm interested to ask the same thing about off-the-court changes. Many things have changed in society over the years. One of the biggest things now that you may have to contend with is social media and the accessibility of your players to media outlets. Curious to know, how do you handle that? Is it something that's problematic for you, or is it something that you've been able to navigate easily?
Oh, you're asking the wrong guy about social media, and I try to steer as clear of it as I can. I don't think anybody cares what I'm eating for breakfast or anything like that. But you're right. There's a lot of there's a lot of good things about social media. I don't have a Twitter account and I don't have a Facebook account, but I understand that there's some positives that I could gain. Read some great writers and see some inspirational things. And at the same time, we used to talk all the time. Every team I've ever coached talked about that you're always representing Belmont University in this case, wherever you are, whatever you do. You're a Belmont basketball player. That doesn't go away. That's extra responsibility that you assume when you join the team. And now that extends over into how you behave on social media. So, we look at what our guys are doing, but again, that goes way back to the point of what kind of people are we recruiting and how important is it for us to have good guys that are unselfish and aren't going to make mistakes in that area, or hopefully aren't going to make mistakes. So a lot of that stuff I don't like and wish wasn't out there, partly because I think our society's become sort of too much all about individuals, all about me, and look at me, look what I did. Sports Center is going to show guys acting up in some way, shape, or form, so they gain attention to themselves. And coaches are usually trying to do the opposite and create a team atmosphere and an atmosphere of humility. At least I am with our team, and teach them that part of it. It's hard to do in the way our society is today.
Well, Coach, from the outside looking in, you've been very successful with your approach, and you've turned out a lot of great young men out of the programs throughout the course of the year, or the career, I should say. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are appreciative of that.
Well, I've been lucky to do it, and I've been really lucky to coach the kids I've got to coach, and so I appreciate you saying that.
Oh, it's no problem, Coach. We appreciate you coming on. Thanks very much for joining us. Best of luck to you in OVC tourney play, and wherever you may end up in postseason tournament play, we'll be rooting for you, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
All right, no problem. That was Coach Rick Byrd of the Belmont Bruins on the Bossman Show on the Bossman Radio Network. After the break, we'll catch up with some more Bossman radio goodness.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.